Hello everyone, and welcome to Jumperman Tech, where we specialize in HVAC. We do everything DIY, and today we're working on a walk-in refrigerator, and we are at 60 degrees. Thank you to everyone tuning in to Jumperman Tech, and yes, we are back here. There's a label back there?
Yes.
Let's see what kind of gas is for this system. First, you're trying to get the info off this compressor. It's all the way in the back. Compressor is running 5.5. Sight glass looks like slight bubble, but it's like milky. But what's the real problem here? So I got the temperature probes here. These are the two water lines. This is a water-cooled condenser. Should have a light on this defrost clock, but we don't. Two LEDs there, red and green. Green when it's usually when it's in cooling gas of refrigeration, and red when it's in defrost. Got none of that going on. Compressor's running, but look at the back pressure, 112 psi. I mean, that's not good for any refrigerant. Look at the head pressure, 379. We are not moving water here, guys. We do have a water regulating valve here, and I got my two temperature probes here. Look, the inlet is 81 degrees, but the outlet is 132. Man, we got over a 50-pound temperature difference. That is completely wrong. We're not moving water. Look at this as well. Look at the kink in that line. That's the water inlet. That's no good. So over here, you move this. You got these different levels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you press, when the spring goes down, when you get closer to 5, that should raise the head pressure. All right, guys, this thing's shut down on high pressure. I turned off the power to preserve the compressor. This water regulating valve, I was charging my camera at the moment, but I adjusted up and down, and it had no reaction. This thing is no good, and that pipe is crimped. I mean, this whole thing looks terrible. The only thing is right here. So one side, water in, water out. Actually, yeah, see, there's an arrow. Water in this way, water coming out of that way. But over here, this is actually a connection on the high side for the refrigerant circuit, so it adjusts based on the high side pressure. The only thing I don't know is if there's a Schrader valve behind there, and that could be an issue. But either way, we gotta change this water regulating valve. Totally not gonna risk there not being a Schrader valve in that one connection, so it is what it is. We're gonna recover this refrigerant, so we're setting up our system and putting it on a scale so we can see what we weigh out of here, so we know more or less how much refrigerant we actually need. To ensure that all the refrigerant is out as the power is off, the thermostat does work this solenoid valve. What I'm gonna do is put this solenoid magnet on by CPS, model number TLM-KC18, and like that, it's gonna allow refrigerant to pass through, so we know we recover all of the refrigerant. We are now recovering the refrigerant into this tank, and we're using a scale so we can see how much we actually take out. If we follow the border lines here, it is right here, so might as well close that off. Valve off, and they have two little drain ports there we can drain. All right, that is just about done. I'm gonna set up a pipe cutter and cut behind this kink. Okay, so we cut this pipe in two places just so I can spin this next piece off. But look at the difference in that line. I mean, how you moving water with that? That's affecting with the pressure. So, all right, let's do that. We can spin that off if we want to. But once it's done recovering, we take this piece off right here, and we spin this whole thing off in one shot. Here's the new water regulating valve. Thing is, the only ones they had is this is a 3/8 fitting, and this, I believe, is 1/2 inch because the pipe is 1/2 inch. So I got an idea. So here, this is 3/8. It's a 1/2 inch, so it's a reducing coupling, reducing fitting. so we'll be able to put that on there. And then we have the 1/2 inch. Only issue is this side is male that goes into here. So what I'm thinking is putting on one of these, this female, spin that on, put a piece of pipe, and then it can go into this. Just spin that on, and then we can come out on the other side. What I would do, oh, the recovery just finished. 110 ounces, okay. The other side, maybe we'll elbow out, or honestly just, excuse me, just come out with this fitting right here. And what I could do is actually put in a flexible water line. Okay, it might be a little hard to see, but I'm pretty much getting 2 adjustables on here. And I'm gonna take off this little capillary tube, loosening up this flare nut. Alright, that's loose. I won't be upset if this thing got a pin in it, a Schrader valve. Oh no, I'm gonna take it off. No Schrader valve, would have blew this whole charge. So you gotta recover for this. Alright, let's spin this valve off. I'm gonna hold back here and just grab somewhere here. Make sure this doesn't break off. Make sure we got a good grip on this thing. Alright. It's coming off, man. Need a good grip on there. Now let's try it out. Yeah, I got a bad grip on this thing. Might need like a pipe wrench or something. Yeah, it keeps slipping. Looks like they use channel locks. You can see the little clippings on here, man. People say I'm using the channel locks wrong this way. It has to go this way? I don't know. Let me reverse from the way that I usually do it. Let's try it out. And let's try to spin this thing off without breaking this pipe. Nope, the whole thing is coming off. Oh boy. Maybe that's why this thing is bent. It's super crooked. Might need to get a pipe wrench on here. Come on.
"2,000 years later."
Man, I finally loosened it up. That thing. Ooh, this just fits. So we're gonna spin this. Oh man. I hate to bend this. But you know what? I might be able to move it a little bit. Hold up. Or, oh come on. I think that's why it was bent to the side like that. It is what it is. What are you gonna do? How you gonna change this? Let's get this thing over. That's gotta be 1/2 inch. Okay. Alright. This thing is out. Start prepping this nastiness. I'm gonna keep it bent for now. Put some Teflon tape here, PTFE tape. That is male 1/2 inch. This is female. So let's tighten this thing down. And then as far as this, gonna need another female to go like in here. It's gonna go like that. Hopefully we can straighten this out, because it looks kind of ugly. So I'm gonna prep that there. As far as here, I Tefloned it already. Also, This needs to be on the right side. This needs Teflon now. This side doesn't because I'm going to use a hose. So it's going to go like this with a piece of pipe in between. Keeping this the opposite way than I usually do. Am I using this wrench right now? Please tell me. Anyways, let's go. Tighten this up. Let's get this going. So I got another job to go to after this. The infamous LG building is calling. A whole half of a floor is down. Teflon on this piece. Let's go ahead and tighten this all down. Alright guys, got this prepped here. Gonna stick in a piece of 1/2 inch there. Put that up. Got my press tool. Make sure everything is lined up. The pipe is all the way in. Let's press it up. Okay. Next one. Make sure this is good. Beautiful. There, I'm going to be able to put a hose right here. Tighten that up. And over there, I'm going to put a coupling to male pipe adapter, 1/2 inch to 1/2 inch. Okay, sanded down the pipe. It's the flattest portion I could see. Let's make sure we get this in there all the way. What's going on? Why is it not going in? Seems straight to me. Okay. Alright, so a little bit of switch of plans. I want to make this look nice. I don't want this thing sticking out so much this way, so I'm going to elbow out this way. And I cut this one a little bit more back so it fits. So right now, let's press this. Hopefully that works. And what I'm going to do is elbow out this way, and I'll show you guys how I switch that up. Okay, I was able to straighten it out, and I moved it to the side because it was sticking out like crazy over here. Honestly, I feel like this looks so much better. So I went with a female adapter, 1/2 inch, into this threaded piece that was already here. Piece of pipe, elbow out into another female with a 3/8 to 1/2 inch male adapter, another 3/8 to 1/2 inch male adapter, and I put in a hose back there. I got a 1/2 inch male pipe adapter, and honestly, this looks so much better. And we got rid of that kink. Flushed out the lines. Valves are both open. Got no leaks. Valve might be closed at the moment because there's no refrigerant connected. We're gonna tap in from here into there. But look what this filter dryer is. Oh gosh. Anytime you open up the system, you definitely want to change that filter dryer. Let's see how possibly get that thing out. You can see there's some burn marks here. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, this is just terrible placement. Why would they do that? But whatever. I pulled out the Schrader valve from our low side, and before anything, real quick, I'm gonna purge with nitro. Open up the tank and go through the high side. It's coming out from there. And it's starting to come out from here too. There we go. Nice, and do it for the other side as well. Got this set up here so we can properly braze with nitro. So we're gonna run nitro through the system while we unbraze and braze. So as far as this, I'm gonna have to unsweat that off, most likely. All right, so I moved this control panel out of our way. It's definitely a lot better. Let's unsweat this dryer. Smoke alarms are off, running nitro through the system. Okay. Good. One more. Hold the sight glass down. I gotta go up. You gotta bring that down. Alright. Yeah, just hold it. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's out of there.
Very nice.
Ooh, oil shooting out of there. It's smoking. Whew. Come out of here. Let's get some fresh air. Alright, so if you see some stuff over here and over there, and on top, because I'm using wet rag heat blocking putty, it's gonna help preserve this thing instead of heating up. So I put a piece of 3/8 pipe in between. It's a 3/8 dryer, the other one came off. Anyways, that's fits in there perfectly. And the other one, we're gonna have to just make fit. We have play on here, but you know, we gotta get that to stay. I guess let's start from the bottom. All right, I can start with the bottom, and then I'm gonna need Christian's help to lift up to make the top connection. I'm using 15% brazing rods. Silphos, made by Lucas Milfault, however you pronounce that. All right, let's get it. Christian's holding on the bottom. I gotta heat that up over there so it can fit in, because there's a little bit of braze on there. So once the braze starts to melt, we can push it in and it'll hold it in place, and I'll braze around it again, okay?
Got it.
Now let's do it. All right, guys, everything is looking nice and clean. As far as here, I use Nylog gasket and thread sealant. You could just use nothing, but I found that honestly works a lot better. So I put that on thread, got that on there. That looks nice and clean. Filter dryer is on there. Everything looks nice and clean. It's right now pressurized with nitrogen, and I'm using micro leak detector. And I sprayed all my connections, and everything is looking good. All right, guys, we got a micron gauge on here, and it is coming down. Beautiful. All right, guys, vacuum is done. Right now, I got an old tank of 404A, weighing in whatever I can. And I got a brand new tank right here. And we're just gonna weigh it up to spec. I'm gonna do a little bit less than what was there. I don't know, it seems a little bit overkill, but anyways, we'll start a little bit less and we'll start it up and watch the sight glass, watch the temperatures. We can check superheat, subcooling, all that stuff, and we can adjust the water regulating valve. All right, guys, look at the difference in the head pressure. 219. This thing was hitting 400. Unreal. So definitely got the pressure down. The back pressure is super high though. You gotta see what's going on over there. I have a lot less refrigerant in there, and the sight glass is actually clear. So we gotta monitor this. Let's see what's going on. Suction line is 40 degrees, and the temperature is going down. When the box is warm, it's above 70 degrees right now, so the back pressure is gonna be up, but definitely want that back pressure to come down. All right, temperatures are starting to come down. It's 47 degrees in here. We're just gonna keep an eye on this. High back pressure, normal head pressure. Could be a restriction in the line, faulty expansion valve, or even a faulty compressor, but let's just try to get these temperatures to come down. In the video it shows that it's blinking, but in real life I don't know why it's actually not. But temperatures are coming down. Let's let it run. Hope for the best. This unit is definitely having some issues. Almost no superheat, almost no subcooling. So low superheat, low subcooling, high back pressure, normalish head pressure. We've just been adjusting it here. I made a separate video on how to adjust this. Basically just adjust the spring to bring the head pressure up or down. I'm just trying to get this temperature lower so at least the box gets close to temperature. Now you know what I noticed when I put the light here? It blinks. When I take it off, it doesn't. Anyways, it's 45 degrees in here. Temperatures are coming down. It's gonna get close to where it needs to, but there will be a follow-up service call for this. I'm just gonna keep an eye on this. Hopefully we get close to 40, 37, whatever, you know, 37 or 40. Cool with that. But we're gonna wrap this one up here. If anyone found this video interesting or helpful, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe as I come out with new videos every week. And I'll catch you all next time.